Hey everybody, what's going on? It's been a little while since my last upload. Honestly, these past couple months I have just not been feeling very creative or inspired. But recently I did get a new strike of inspiration and creativity, and now I have a hankering to build some Planet Zoo projects. I'll talk later why I've decided to do a giant river otter exhibit, but let's not waste any time and just get right on into the build. Alright guys, so here we are at the start of the Otter exhibit. So really quickly though, I want to go ahead and talk about the inspiration before we get into it. My main inspiration for this project was the David Taylor River Otter exhibit concept art that I found online. I think there's two pictures of it, and I just looked at them a lot, and I honestly thought they were a really cool concept art for a river otter, but it was meant for North American river otters, so one of my ideas was to just take that, change it a bit, and make it giant for, obviously, giant river otters, and I think it came out pretty well. I really like how it's actually kind of immersive a little bit. I mean, sure, yeah, you can see the back, but it does look pretty natural, while also still looking man-made, and that is one of my goals. One of my goals was to make it look like it could be in an actual zoo, but also still really well done. Alright, so before we actually get into the exhibit though, I wanted to quickly point out the materials I used for the rock work in this set and in this exhibit. On the outside, I've used mostly a mixture of the temple rock pieces from the South America pack. They're flexicolor, combined with, of course, the tropical rocks, roots and stuff, and if you bring them all together, they actually make quite a cool mixture. If you go over here, for example, you can see how bringing them all together, actually allows you to make kind of like a mixture between mud, rock, and roots. It honestly looks really nice. And out here, we'll go ahead and get into the exhibit now. We have one of the main viewing areas for the otters. They actually can get up here. They can get all along the front here, along the glass. And I think it's really cool because the glass isn't super tall, so it gets you kind of close to it. Kind of close to the otters, but not too close. You can't reach them, but they're not too far out. Actually, you can see one messing with the box. But yeah, as I mentioned in the beginning though, I do really think this exhibit has a nice appeal to it. I used a variety of techniques I've seen online, mostly on Bronation. I've seen people using the log pieces. Also, should mention right away, the log pieces I've used in this exhibit are from Wyatt Andrews' climbing set. A couple of climbing sets he's done. Their workshop, their blueprints. Really good stuff. I love the logs he's made. I had to use them in this project, and as you can see, they do fit really well. For some weird reason, there used to be a rock underneath those two logs on top of each other, and now it's gone. I have no idea why that's gone. Okay, I'm sorry about that. It's weird. I just noticed they're literally floating in air. Oh well, right? Who cares? Let's keep going. So in the main viewing area itself, as you can see, we have a little bit of a canopy made out of the log pieces. Again, this is inspired off of the David Taylor Zoo. Of course, we get two main views here of the otter exhibit. We got I call it the dry side, even though it still has a running stream through it. And of course, you got the wet side too. But looking over here on the dry side, I forgot to mention that another technique I used from Bronation is using the eel grass as actual grass, and it does work really well. And I know there's other grasses you can use too, but the eel grass was the best pick here, as it has that really bright green aesthetic to it, kind of like South America. As far as the stream goes, I'll be honest, in retrospect, looking back, I wish I had done the stream a bit better. I mean, it looks okay, but I think I could have done an even better job if I had given more thought to it, but, you know, you live and learn, as I always say. And we got our 3 otters. Oh, I love the otters. They are so fantastic. And the main building itself. We'll talk about that later when we get to it, but let's just look over here because I see the otters are going swimming. It is a shame that they can't get underwater. I know they need like a certain amount of depth to actually deep dive, but they really don't go underwater here. They just stay at the top, and it kind of sucks because I would love to see them go all around here and go around the logs. I mean, it might be too much, but it would be really cool to see. It's kind of a shallow pool, but there's so much space that I think if this was real, they'd be pretty content. These otters would be very content. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. Again, I use more of the logs. They are perfect in this whole project. The logs are awesome. So again, thank you, Wyatt Andrews. Got more signs. I haven't really looked at the signs much, but you know, very basic signs, but they work. And there's nothing else around here. So I really just wanted to kind of get like a main scope of the outside. Let's go ahead and jump into the exhibit though, or I should say, let's actually head to the building in the back, and we'll make our way in through there. Alright, so here we're at the main Otter building, the main facility. There are some staff buildings in here, as you would need, but then to get actually in the exhibit, here we are. I don't like how huge the opening is for the otters, but it's the smallest I can make it for them to work. But you know, oh well. I guess it's Planet Zoo for you. The hitboxes are kind of a pain in the ass sometimes, but oh well. At least it works, and it does look good. But the building itself is very simple. I really wasn't trying to do anything large. I just wanted to have fun with it and make it still look nice, and I think it does. The green, there's so much green in this exhibit already, but the green building works really well. I couldn't imagine any other color. This was the best pick. But I did want to go ahead and point out the wall I used here in the back. This is a weird mixture of plaster. This is plaster, flexi-color trunks, and rock work. You bring it all together and it makes this really cool rock wall that you've seen this in zoos before. I don't even need to like give you an example. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You've seen plenty of, if you've ever been to a zoo, you've seen plenty of artificial rock work like this, well done artificial rock work, and it just really fits. And of course we got the otters. They like it, so if they like it, then we all like it. But I have nothing else to say, so thank you all so much for watching this video. You do not have to hit the like button and subscribe. It's completely your choice. I really don't care. I'm just doing this for fun. So yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next one.